We finally got it, everybody. We finally got it. The Switch has been out for just about a year now. It had just hit its birthday. We finally got our Nintendo Direct. We've been salivating for this, and I don't really know how I feel about it in total. What we're gonna do today is kind of do a, I don't know, quick little shotgun round of the different, at least notable announced games that were announced during Nintendo's Direct, followed up finally by my overall thoughts on the Direct, how it went, what they could have done better, what I think that the Direct struggled with, and things that they did well. We did not get a new Smash, but without further ado, let's take a look and just see what this Direct was all about. My name is Zach, and let's talk about Nintendo. Rhythm Heaven Groove looked really good for what it is. I've never really been big into the rhythm games personally outside of pretty much what's in Mario Party, so I kind of have to take everyone else's excitement as proof that people have been looking forward to this. Unfortunately though, opening with Rhythm Heaven Groove kind of created a negative trend throughout this Direct, and I'll get into that a little bit more later. It got announced that Capcom's Onimusha Way of the Sword is getting a Switch 2 port on release, which rocks because this game looks super gas. Pretty much all of Capcom's Switch 2 products have been really good, and again, speaking of Capcom, Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen is coming to the Switch 2. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. These last two titles are very graphically intensive. I want them to run well, but I don't think they will, at least initially. The best-selling PlayStation exclusive ever on Steam is now coming to the Switch 2. Stellar Blade arrives later this year, and man, I hope it runs well. Cooking Mama One Piece Edition, I guess. All joking aside, One Piece Grand Gourmet got announced, and if you're big into One Piece or these type of games, perfect. But for me, it's gonna be a hard pass. Pocopia finally gets some new content in the form of a 3-part paid expansion pass. I'm gonna have to play with this a little more hands-on to know just what comes with it. It just seems like Pocopia underwater, and I hope there's more to it than that, but I guess we'll find out relatively soon. I've had so little exposure to Fire Emblem as a whole, like as an IP, that I wasn't excited about this, even though everything about what I'm seeing visually I should be excited about. And I think that's a sign. This game looks great. I'm finally gonna give Fire Emblem a shot. Got some Donkey Kong content here for some of you insufferable Smash mains. DK Challenge is gonna be going up, which is essentially just a collection of Donkey Kong challenges from a lot of the classic games, as well as Donkey Kong Bonanza getting a Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary kind of update content thing. Pretty cool, I guess, but nothing groundbreaking yet. Lords of the Fallen 2 comes to Switch 2 later this year, and because the first one got such good reception, I will be playing this one on Switch 2, and God, I hope it runs well. Going into this Direct, I didn't even know what Lies of P was, or had even heard of it. Now I want to know everything about it, and I want to play it right now. Please give it to me. Please. The most recent Devil May Cry game, Devil May Cry 5, is coming to Switch 2. We expected this. There were some leaks a couple months back that announced this. Still very exciting, but again, we kind of saw this coming, unfortunately. In a turn of events that should have happened a fucking year ago, Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3 finally got Switch 2 editions. Why was that so hard? We also got a pretty nice sneak peek at the newest Xenoblade game, Xenoblade Genesis, which just looks so much better visually than the other games and is going to attract a lot of new attention. My early internet game brain exploded when this came on screen. You can ask my brother, I didn't even know about this, but RuneScape Dragon Wilds. What? I need it right now. So we knew Nintendo was going to show us some more Star Fox. We did get more gameplay than I thought we were going to get, and that makes me happy, but nothing really new. The demo did launch day of the Direct, so I'll be playing that, but ironically enough, when gameplay for Final Fantasy Resonance started on screen, I thought it was Octopath Traveler. I thought they had a new game coming out, but this is the first Final Fantasy game in full 2D HD, and it looks like, when I tell you, I was melting when I saw this. I cannot wait to play this, and I'm so happy that it's going to be coming to the Switch too. Took you long enough. Oh, what's that? We're getting absolutely zero new information other than a closed network test? Thank you, Duskbloods, for continuing to make me so sad. We didn't necessarily get a bunch new information about Splatoon Raiders, we just got more gameplay and kind of showcasing. It looks great. I find myself wanting to play this more and more the more gameplay that I see of it, and I wasn't even really a big Splatoon guy. I just kind of played it, here and there. And considering generally I've always been more of a single-player game kind of guy, that makes sense. So them making a single-player standalone, I'll give it a shot. Minecraft is coming to the Switch too. Okay. We got like this shotgun round of games that kind of flashed on screen that are coming to the Switch too. Some of which are really exciting, other of which are, you know, who really cares? It led into this Kingdom Hearts reveal. Not a new game necessarily, but that the Kingdom Hearts games are going to be remastered on Switch 2, which people have been asking for a while. But like I said, you know, no new game yet. The remasters are coming this year, which is really nice. Oh, I'm just kidding, actually. There is a new Kingdom Hearts game, and I really thought this was going to be like the main reveal of the Direct. Once I saw it, I was surprised to see it in general. It looks great. It looks like a modernized Kingdom Hearts game. We didn't get a lot of gameplay other than just, you know, a little fight scene and what is probably the intro of the game, if I had to guess. Kingdom Hearts 4 will be available on Switch 2 at launch.
Is our last announcement.
Okay.
Last announcement.
Please take a look.
Please.
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Please
Ocarina
give
of
me
Time.
one of the big three. Please.
Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time.
Please. Yes. Yeah, it's Ocarina of Time.
Long ago.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Finally!
Oh my god, it looks great.
Oh.
It looks fucking
Look
amazing.
at those feet. Look at the feet.
The big reveal of the Direct, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, is getting a from-the-ground-up remake, and it's coming to the Switch 2 later this year, probably around the holidays. Need I say more? That's gold. Alright, let's take a second, let's look over our notes and figure out what they did wrong, what they could have done better. The very first thing that I thought of with the Direct, I forgot the exact wordage that they used, but Nintendo promised like a robust lineup for the second half of 2026. Right before the Direct, it got announced that the newest Modern Warfare would be launching on the Switch 2. A little bit before the Direct, we got the announcement of Star Fox, which I think probably should have been put in this Direct, and I think that Call of Duty reveal should have also been put in this Direct. I was a little bit confused about those two. If you guys, now that we know that they've been planning a Direct, if you guys knew that, why not save those for this reveal after promising that there was going to be this robust lineup? Don't get me wrong, I think all in all, I give the Direct probably like a 7 out of 10. I think the problems with this Direct more lie with what did not come in the Direct. It's not really with what we got. What we got was pretty fine. I thought what was announced as a package was pretty good. I was excited. It's not that I wasn't excited about anything that got announced. I think a lot of people's problem is that a lot of the stuff that was announced, frankly, probably should have already been on the eShop. We still don't have a new Smash. We still don't have a new 3D Mario. Yes, Donkey Kong Bonanza was an absolute banger, but pretty much every other first-party game that they've released for the Switch 2 has been kind of a mess. I mean, Metroid Prime 4 was shit. I mean, that game was so bad. The new Mario Kart, while I enjoy it, it's boring. There's been almost no new content added. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is literally a kid's game, and that's fine. Like, I'm not dissing it for that reason, but it's not very, stimulating as a grown adult to play that game. And outside of those, it's just been like Mario Party Switch 2 Edition or The Legend of Zelda Switch 2 Edition. I'm still asking the same questions after this Direct that I was before the Direct. I'm not unhappy with what the Direct gave me. I'm just unhappy with what the Direct did not give me. It was like the worst, best Direct possible. You know, like as weird as that sounds. There are staples to a new console that we just have not seen yet with the Switch 2. And people are so hungry for them. Yes, the Ocarina of Time remake kind of scratches that itch. But not really in the same way that like a new 3D Mario would, you know, if that makes any sense. But overall, you know, problems were addressed. We have a bunch more RPGs, like adult RPGs to play on the Switch now, or at least we will relatively soon. 7 out of 10, not great, not bad, I appreciate you guys listening to me. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.